Dr. Elena Cruz stood in the heart of her laboratory, surrounded by a mesmerizing array of holographic displays and intricate machinery. The soft hum of quantum processes filled the air as she approached the centerpiece of her work, a sleek, metallic device pulsating with otherworldly energy. With trembling hands, Elena activated the prototype, her breath catching in her throat as she watched the fabric of reality begin to warp and bend. Time itself seemed to slow as a small object suspended in midair shimmered and shifted, defying the laws of physics in a breathtaking display of temporal manipulation. For Elena, this moment was the culmination of years of tireless research and relentless dedication. From the depths of theoretical physics to the cutting edge of technological innovation, she had pushed the boundaries of human understanding in her quest to unlock the secrets of time itself. As the last echoes of her experiment faded into the ether, Elena felt a surge of exhilaration course through her veins. She had done it. She had breached the barrier between past, present, and future, opening the door to a realm of infinite possibility. But even as she basked in the glow of her success, a nagging sense of unease gnawed at the edges of her consciousness. For she knew that with great power came great responsibility, and that the path she had chosen was fraught with peril. Little did she know, her discovery would soon draw the attention of forces far beyond her imagining, setting into motion a chain of events that would challenge everything she thought she knew about the nature of reality. Buoyed by her success, Elena threw herself into her work with renewed vigor, each new experiment bringing her closer to unlocking the full potential of her discovery. From refining the algorithms that govern temporal flux to calibrating the quantum resonators that powered her device, she left no stone unturned in her quest to harness the power of time itself. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Elena's laboratory became a hive of activity, bustling with the energy of scientific inquiry and the promise of boundless discovery. Yet amidst the chaos of her research, she never lost sight of the ultimate goal, to use her technology for the betterment of humanity. With each breakthrough, Elena saw glimpses of a future where her invention could revolutionize medicine, transportation, and countless other fields. She envisioned a world where the ravages of disease could be erased with a single flick of a switch, where the barriers of time and space were no match for the ingenuity of the human mind. But even as she dreamed of a brighter tomorrow, Elena could not shake the feeling of unease that gnawed at the edges of her consciousness. For she knew that with great power came great responsibility, and that the path she had chosen was fraught with peril. As she worked tirelessly to unlock the secrets of time, Elena couldn't help but wonder what unintended consequences her actions might unleash upon the world. Would her discovery bring about a new era of enlightenment and progress, or would it sow the seeds of chaos and destruction? Only time would tell. High above the bustling streets of the city, Marcus Kane sat in his opulent office, his steely gaze fixed on the holographic display before him. As a prominent executive of one of the city's largest corporations, he had built his empire on the relentless pursuit of power and influence, sparing no expense in his quest for dominance. When word reached him of Elena's breakthrough, Marcus saw not just an opportunity, but a means to further his own ambitions. For years, he had wielded his wealth and influence like a weapon, bending the city to his will with the iron fist of corporate tyranny. But now, with the power of time itself within his grasp, there was no limit to what he could achieve. With a flick of his wrist, Marcus activated a holographic interface, summoning his most trusted advisors to his side. As they pored over the details of Elena's research, a plan began to take shape, a plan to acquire her technology by any means necessary, and to crush anyone who dared to stand in their way. Little did Elena know, the wheels of fate had already been set in motion, and the shadow of Marcus Kane loomed large on the horizon, threatening to engulf her in a storm of corporate intrigue and political machination. As Marcus delved deeper into Elena's research, he became increasingly convinced that her discovery held the key to unlocking untold riches and power. With a ruthless determination born of years spent climbing the corporate ladder, he resolved to obtain her technology at any cost, no matter the consequences. For Marcus, the potential rewards far outweighed the risks. With Elena's invention in his possession, he could reshape the world in his image, bending time itself to his will and cementing his place as the undisputed ruler of the city. As his plans took shape, Marcus dispatched his most trusted agents to track down Elena and seize her research by any means necessary. For in the cutthroat world of corporate espionage, there was no room for mercy or hesitation. Only victory mattered, no matter the cost. It was a cold, rainy night when Elena received word that Marcus Kane's agents were closing in on her location. With a sinking feeling in the pit of her stomach, she hastily gathered her notes and research materials, her hands trembling with a mixture of fear and determination. As she fled her laboratory, the city streets were alive with the frenetic energy of a metropolis in turmoil. Neon lights flickered and danced in the darkness, casting long shadows that seemed to reach out and ensnare her in their grasp. But Elena was not alone in her flight. With her every step, she could feel the weight of the underground community rallying to her cause, their voices raised in defiance against the forces of oppression that sought to crush them beneath their heel. Together, they forged a path through the labyrinthine tunnels beneath the city, their footsteps echoing off the cold, damp walls as they raced against time to evade capture. For Elena knew that if Marcus Kane's agents were to succeed in their mission, all would be lost. With each passing moment, the danger grew ever more present, a specter lurking just beyond the reach of her senses. Yet amidst the chaos and confusion, Elena remained resolute in her determination to protect her research and the future it promised. As she made her way through the twisting passages of the underground city, Elena couldn't help but wonder what awaited her on the other side. Would she emerge victorious, her research intact and her enemies vanquished? Or would she be consumed by the darkness that threatened to swallow her whole? As Elena and her allies descended deeper into the bowels of the earth, they found themselves surrounded by a world teeming with life and energy. The underground tunnels were a maze of twisting passages and hidden alcoves, where the forgotten and the forsaken had carved out a refuge from the harsh realities of the world above. Here, amidst the flickering torchlight and the echoes of distant voices, Elena found solace in the camaraderie of her newfound companions. They were rebels and outcasts, misfits and dreamers, united by a common cause and bound by a shared sense of purpose. Together, they formed a makeshift family, a ragtag band of warriors who refused to bow to the dictates of fate. And though the world above may have cast them aside, they knew that within the depths of the earth, they were free to chart their own destiny.